What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Dragon Age 2. As always, if you're new here or haven't yet, please do subscribe, leave a like and a comment, and if you want to catch up on the rest of the Dragon Age 2 Let's Play or the DLC, go ahead and check out the description below. I got the whole series in order in a playlist down there for you guys. Delve a little deeper into this Warden Fortress. The great one.
Those sons of bitches. The whole blasted thing's sealed over.
I'm sure there's another way out.
And that's why everybody got trapped here. You can come in, but you can't go out. And at this point, you're stuck here. The go back to Kirkwall thing before was the final opportunity to not do this right away.
What do you suppose is in there?
So if you come here early and you figure, well, this is a little too hard for me, you can just dip out. But that is what we looked at from above. The building I said would be important. We looked at that from the outside. That goes all the way down. And there's the spawn.
And they wonder why I prefer the surface.
And you'll note that that guy we just saw was absolutely wearing Warden armor. This guy right here. Larius. He's wearing grey Warden armor. And we're already seeing the sigils all over the place. So this is absolutely a Grey Warden fortress.
About our escape from Lothering. Why do you make it sound like I had food or...
Oh, that's just the storage.
You're larger than life, Hawke. I had to give a few flaws just to make you approachable.
Thanks, Varric.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I...
New enemy types here. You'll see genlocks that took a turn. They don't quite look how they used to. Again, genlocks are the ones that come from dwarves. These darkspawn are specifically made from dwarves. This is what happens when a dwarf is corrupted with pain. Herlock is humans, genlock is dwarves, and then...
Be bound here for eternity. Hunger stilled, rage smothered, desire dampened, pride crushed. In the name of the Maker, so let it be.
That's very cool, too. That is the voice of Malcolm Hawke, our father. Let's let the demon out. What could go wrong?
Use of demons in this horrid place. But I will have no one say any magic of mine ever released one into the world.
Did that voice sound familiar to you? I could almost swear.
It sounded like but how?
Well, the Wardens were doing things with demons here. But the Wardens aren't above that. They do whatever it takes, right? The oath that they swear. Blood magic and all that stuff. None of that's forbidden in the Wardens. Whatever it takes to win.
I hope you told and where you were going.
But they don't do that for no reason. So whatever has made them mess with blood magic and demons down here was obviously of a worthy cause. Privileged to the Wardens. All we hear is that this is one of the great Grey Warden's secrets. It must be protected at all costs. As usual, we're most concerned with deceiving our own people. But why hide that the deep roads were shaped not only by the dwarves, but also by us? I found records dating back to 1004 TE, the wake of the First Blight. Early Wardens discovered that some Darkspawn could think and speak and commanded portions of the Horde even after the Archdemon's death. Few could wield magic with the skill of a Tevinter Magister, and the Wardens greatly feared them. It was here, in the Vimark Mountains, that Warden Shashamire set her trap to capture and study the greatest of these creatures, the one whom they called Corypheus, from Jenica's research notes. And we already knew that that was the case, right? We had the Architect in Dragon Age Origins, or Dragon Age Awakening, rather. He could speak, he was commanding his own horde, too. His whole game plan there that he put forward was that if we let him do his little special magical go-go juice, then he could turn all the Darkspawn to be docile, basically. They would all live among us. Of course, that could never be the case, because, well, the Taint kills everything that's surrounded by it. It's not optional. And the Darkspawn can't turn the Taint off. If you brought the Darkspawn into society and tried to domesticate them, well, you'd get tainted just by being around them. The Blight is not just the Darkspawn that murder you, it's the ground they walk on corrupts and dies. It's everything about the Darkspawn, and that's just their nature. They can't turn it off. If they just one day wake up and decide not to kill, that doesn't stop what they are, right? And if you take the Architect's side and you let his messenger live inside Amaranthine, it explicitly says that people start coming down with the plague and stuff, so we would never allow that to continue, especially not as a warden. We took an oath, right? But here again, even if you had made that choice, this all still occurs, which disproves the theory that doing that is a good idea, right? Because this is all still going on.
The key! Did they find it? The dwarves. I heard them. Looking, digging. How do you bring the key here?
He's seen better days.
You mean this? How is this a key?
Magic. Old magic it is. Magic from the blood. It made the seals. It can destroy them.
I came in here to find Corypheus. Do you know where or what he is?
Do not say his name. He will hear you. Do not wake him. Not when you hold the key.
Saying his name will wake him.
The door sealed behind us. Is there another exit?
An exit? But didn't the Carter say it's this Corypheus who wants us? Won't he just keep coming after us?
No way out when the walls stand. The wardens build their prisons well. If the center holds, who cares what else is trapped?
I don't think we're getting any help here, Hawke.
Hawke? You are the blood of the Hawk? I smell no magic on you. But you hold the key to his death. Yes, I can show you out, yes.
I believe Warden Hawke is... Oh, sorry, not Warden Hawke, but I believe Hawke canonically is a mage. Which is why, obviously, that statement is there. Canonically, I believe Hawke is a mage, just like his father.
Who are you? What's wrong with you?
You ask me that? I'm the one who belongs here, not you. You are no Darkspawn.
That armor. It's Grey Warden issue.
Wardens. Yes. Guardians against the Blight.
How long have you been
I
down
know the way
here?
out. Follow me. Down and in, down and in.
Perfect. What do I need to do?
The seals hold us in. Anything comes in. Nothing ever leaves. Not without the key. You must use it, yes. On the seals. Every seal. You touch the key to it. Only then they open. Only for the Hawk. Not back. Not up. Only way out is down and through the heart.
This guy should have taken his call in a long time ago.
Down in the depths.
Well, that was certainly interesting. We're following, right?
That's actually a great showcase on why the Wardens take their call-ins, right? Because eventually the Taint consumes all, even Warden resilience to it isn't infinite, they'll all end up the same. The Warden's Prison. The Grey Warden's Prison in the Vermark Mountains is believed to have been constructed more than 1,000 years ago. The original method of construction has been lost to history, but the Warden commanders of the Free Marchers have maintained the prison's secret through the centuries. The prison is concealed in a great rift in the Vermark Mountains, far from any easily travelled mountain passes. The Wardens themselves have spread rumours of banditry and beasts to prevent explorers from approaching. The prison consists of a central tower built into the rift with magically maintained bridges, allowing access at different levels. Each level is sealed by a blood magic ritual in which a mage of untainted blood uses his own life essence to create a magical barrier that is permeable from the outside, yet impenetrable from within. This one-way access has caused other Darkspawn, and perhaps unwary travelers, to be caught within the prison's confines. Those who disappear inside never re-emerge. Once you step in, you're stuck down here forever. And you can already see all the corruption down here. It's over if you've stepped in here.
Any record of it having
Hence all the genlocks and
effect. But even the
I'm sure Hurlocks, humans, elves, I'm sure all kinds of people have found themselves stuck down here.
It's a horrible thought.
one we have to deal with in this life.
Here's the seal. Here's the big boy himself. Let's back you all up from the big guy. Apart from me. I can stay in his face. Oh, I guess dog can too. And this is where you're actually going to start to see my build fall off, because this build is really bad at boss fights. We do not have the stamina to maintain ourselves against bosses. Back up out of that a little. I think that was Crushing Prison he just cast on Dog.
Guess. The first seal.
With a Pride Demon in the middle.
1,000 years the magic holds. Never broken. Give it the key. Let it take the magic back to itself. Absorb it. All who came before.
Okay, so upgrading the Hawke's key. To upgrade Malcolm Hawke's key, right-click on one of the 4 pillars surrounding a seal to Corypheus' prison. Each pillar confers a different benefit, but the key can only absorb the power of a single pillar per seal. We got nature damage, fire damage, cold damage, and electricity. Electricity is the best one, so I would recommend going to electricity damage. Important note about this.
The blood
Don't forget to take that off after the
It
cutscene.
is good.
Thank you for helping me, but who are you? Do you have a name?
Name. So long since I've said my name. Larius. I was Larius. There was a title too. Commander. Commander of the Grey.
He was a warden commander.
But I never died.
Wasn't just a warden, he was, well, the warden for this unit.
How does a warden end up like this? I thought you were immune to the taint.
The calling. It comes to us all. The voice we can't resist. Our death.
If you're a warden, then do you know what just happened? What does the seal have to do with my blood?
The magic. It calls to the blood, reads the thoughts of those who hold it. The last to hold it. The Hawk. I was there when he laid the seals. Before I became this. You favor him. Corypheus calls. In the darkness. What waits there?
As I said, don't forget to take that off. It's not a bad weapon. It's just not great, right? We have 40% attack speed on this and 10% damage. has a little bit more physical, plus the 4 strength, but it doesn't have the crit chance, plus the 11% attack speed too, so it's actually like 50% attack speed from this sword, realistically. It's just not going to be as good. If you don't have all the different DLCs though, like the different weapon packs, it would be pretty good. I guess ignore my saying that it's not that great if you don't have the warrior pack that I'm using, but for me it's not going to be as good. It is cool though, and maybe if you came here early and you got it really early, maybe it would be spicy, but I always do this last, so I don't know how useful that would or wouldn't be, depending on when you come here. So I always do it last. This guy's an ass. We're gonna do a big shield charge. So just wander around him. Teammates can tank it a little. The shield guys are asses.
Heavy-looking shield.
Indeed.
There will be more seals.
My inventory is full. Ah, well, that's fine. We won't need to be picking up too much stuff, I don't think. I'll grab the health potions and stuff like that. I don't think there is ever a merchant down here, so I just have to deal with that. If it's important, then I will dismantle some stuff, but there's not much loot down here that would be important.
Kind of tricky because they're extinct. You can work a griffin attack into it. Yeah, but it takes skill.
Corypheus prison.
Like heroic griffins. The sort that
Bound here for eternity. Hunger stilled, rage smothered, desire dampened, pride crushed. In the name of the Maker, so let it be.
Yes, and make him extra fluffy.
Extra fluffy. Duke back up. Trying to make sure that he's not going to come pouring through the door. Obviously take the emissary first though. Always prioritize the mages, no matter what.
This is good, right? We're making progress.
Sure. Yeah, it's good. It's a peachy, it's all perfect. My levels real quick. So we have plenty of willpower, we have plenty of constitution. Let's hit 1 into our strength. Yeah, it puts us over 1,000 damage or 1,000 attack. And then we should probably cut more into willpower at this point, because that's where most of our go-go juice is going to come from. Sacrificial Frenzy, we could buff that. It does more damage to staggered enemies. Have anything of relevance. Could up Mighty Blow. Got all the points there that we need. Up this. Got Might. Could just add the crit damage onto that. We'll buff Might. Actually, don't think we use Might. That was actually probably a mistake, but it won't matter. Let's give you willpower. And then we can give you some more magic. And in terms of this, you already have everything you need in that tree. Have everything you need there. Misdirection Hex. Oh, buff your Misdirection Hex. Haven't seen these guys since the Deep Roads. not as intimidating as their boss.
But I took a vow. My magic will serve that which is best in me, not that which is most base.
That's what Father used to teach me. That which is best in me, not that which is most base. Even in the gallows I find strength in that. I miss him so.
I know. I miss him too.
It's a wise man. Serve that which is best in me, not which is most base. It's a very good moral right there, I think. Give you some more health so you can stay alive a little, I think. Yeah, I think a lot of people could take a lot from that, actually, when you think about it. And we'll give you your stamina back. That'll be helpful for you. So, your whole battery comes from Constitution. You're at 350, which is pretty good. Your magic is doing really good, too, honestly. Let's just give you 50 Constitution. And then... can we buff any of your mainstay abilities? Looks like I did a pretty good job getting you everything you needed on my initial run. So let's start buffing the stuff that you use. Can't grab you yet. Let's take a look. The thirsty girdle. Take a look at the viewpoint.
Father was here. I can almost see it in my mind.
Sorry about that. I had a phone call. Alright, so let's actually dip into some of this. What can we scrap here? What can we get rid of? Can I not discard some of this? Oh, that's why. We gotta do it like this. Are you only taking one slot, or do you take 7? You're only taking one slot, okay. Well, we don't need money at this point, so let's just drop off some of this stuff. We're very, very rich. We have 300 sovereigns. We will never spend all that. We'll at least pick up all the unique loot. You look big and toxic. And there's our Herlock Alpha. And they've had a little bit of a makeover too. Again, Herlocks would be the corrupted humans. So, not just dwarves that were sent down here or trapped down here and turned into mush. Crown of Dumat. The writing on this ancient parchment is barely legible, but it appears to concern a rite of silence. In reverence, you will approach the altar. Know that you come into the presence of Dumat. With head bowed, say, "Blessed are you, Dumat, silent and strong, secret and wise. We bring you gifts, sacrifices to your greatness." And Dumat is one of the old Tevinter gods. There's an altar of Dumat down here. Tevinter worship. One of the first archdemons, I think Dumat is. Maybe it was the first. I'm a little rusty on the Order of the Blights. Feeding me health potions, huh? 51 now. Heals for days. Unusual discovery. The creature can speak. Has a name, Corypheus. We have encountered Darkspawn before who use words, but none individual enough to have chosen a name. This Corypheus appears unique among Darkspawn, and has gathered many of its brethren to follow it. It would be wasteful to kill such a creature. If it can be captured, tamed somehow, its unnatural influence over the Darkspawn could perhaps be turned to our favor. It is clear the Darkspawn will never bow to human commands, but this Corypheus seems at times more human than beast. I have conversed with it, and though its thoughts are disordered and inhuman, it speaks of the old gods by their Tevinter names. I have wondered if perhaps he is no darkspawn at all, but a ghoul, so corrupted by the Tain as to have become a new creature entirely. Recommend we find a way to capture Corypheus, hold it somewhere safe from both men and darkspawn, and study its unique nature. This will require magic, however, for Corypheus's own abilities are powerful. It uses spells both human and tainted, and has a strength that would shame any magister. We must muster our best mages to face it, and to hold it. From Warden Commander Ferrell to the first Warden in Weishaupt, 1004 TE. So, they found Corypheus in the Deep Roads, kind of like our Warden found the Architect, and decided that they should keep him to study him and inspect him. And then they built this place up, and you can already kind of gather from the notes that we're finding how our father got dragged into this from the Circle, right? They needed mages to buff this prison up enough to keep Corypheus held. And I guess he was one of the unfortunate ones that they pulled in. And considering he was a Circle mage, not a Grey Warden, blood magic was very illegal, and he could have faced immediate execution for what he did here. Which is not very good, right? But not only were they doing their own blood magic rituals, but they were pulling non-warden mages into blood mage rituals too.
Here for eternity, hunger stilled, rage smothered, desire dampened, pride crushed. In the name of the Maker, so let it be.
And I'm guessing, that's a desire demon in there, I'm guessing that Malcolm bound these demons, help boost up his ward magic, rather than sacrificing people or whatever. I guess they're using the strength of these demons to kind of be a battery for that. And we'll send this one to the afterlife too. Purge our father's sins a little. She got cooked. She got fried. I didn't even have to. Pop an adrenaline, just get a little more damage out of it.
You do get results.
I've bought our freedom, Leandra. We can go home now. Us and the baby. We'll be together. I hope it takes after you, love. I would wish this magic on no one. May they never learn what I've done here.
So they brought Leandra here too.
He was talking about you. Mother must have been pregnant with you when they left Kirkwall. If he didn't want his child to be a mage, it never showed in my training. They say as much in the Circle.
He didn't want us to face similar risk because of him. Magic by itself isn't the danger.
But he was hiding all of this, and he had the skill to defend it. My instructors keep remarking on how well I was trained. I had no comparison when we were growing up, but now... Sometimes I wonder why he gave up so much to try and make our lives normal. I feel guilty for all that you and Carver put up with. It makes me wish I'd gone to the Circle sooner, to free you.
Father didn't want to segregate people because of magic.
Some people are different, and they can't help it.
Everyone's different. We're better for it.
If it was only that easy. You may not have been a mage, but you're a lot like Father, you know. Don't lose that. Not over this. Or anything to come. We've lost too much.
So it seems like they brought Leandra down here too, and that kind of... The implication there would be that, you know, he's going to do as he's told because his pregnant wife is down here with him, and the only way they get out is if they do what they are told. But yeah, that's, I mean, I understand why he kept this a secret, right? Especially with a mage in the family with Bethany as well. Because Malcolm Hawke is one of the strongest mages in the history of this whole place, right? Thedas. Malcolm Hawke is one of the beefiest mages ever to ever do it. So you can imagine if people knew about this, and I'm sure he'd have a wild goose chase on him. And the Wardens told him he could do blood magic. Eyes up on this guy. The Wardens might have told him that he could do blood magic, but, I mean, he's not a Warden, so you can imagine consequences come for you, right? When the Wardens aren't there to protect you, all of a sudden, the fact that you were told you could by the Wardens starts to mean a little less. And we've seen plenty of times throughout the game, actually, that, well, Thedas is not above discarding the Wardens and being stupid about that situation. Especially in Inquisition. Oh boy, am I going to have some rants and tangents for you guys when we play Inquisition, because the mistreatment of the Grey Wardens in the Dragon Age franchise gets really, really bad in Dragon Age Inquisition. They spit all over the Wardens in that game, and not for good cause. See, they're trying to be cheeky with this one.
Unhealthy.
It seems to be. We have Dumat's sacrificial dagger. The writing on this ancient parchment is barely legible, but it appears to concern a rite of silence. Raise your face and hands to the skies and speak the words, O Dumat, O Lord of Silence, accept these sacrifices made in your name. Grant us your power and all that we seek. And what we actually learned in Veilguard is that those ancient Tevinter dragons were actually not gods at all. They were just bound to the elven gods. And the ancient elven gods were also just mages who did blood magic rituals and stole power. They're just spirits. Then they stole the power of the Titans and crumbled the Dwarven Empire, or well, the pre-Dwarven Empire, into dust so they could be corporeal. And then they bound their will with the Taint, and then had the dragons be their arbiters in this world while they were stuck in Solus's prison. So that's the origin of all that, too. They're not even... Dragons weren't even special. The Tevinters just worshipped high dragons. Now we're getting involved with this guy. That's a problem. Let's go save the squishies. Now we've seen an ogre in a while, huh? Okay, so before we head now, we'll slip down this side road. And here's our next seal. With whatever the big guy is. You move back first. Now you can move back. And you can go too. Everybody back it up a little. Easy to tell who the real one is here, because he still has gold. I have lost which one the real one is now, unfortunately. You're the real one. A little rough here without the stamina. He's gonna die to death blow here in a second anyway. There we go. Alright, so our next selection would be from Mana Stamina Drain, Health Drain, Attack Speed, or Armor Penetration. Honestly, I would ignore Health Drain and Mana Stamina Drain, and I would go for Armor Pen or Attack Speed. Depending on what you're doing, right? Because this weapon completely scales to you. So if you're Sword and Shield, honestly, you attack really quick anyway. The Armor Pen would probably be the play with Sword and Board. But with a two-hander like me, you would want to go attack speed if that's what you're using, if you're planning to use this weapon. I would go attack speed. Especially if you're using a Vanguard build. How often you hit is way more important than how hard you hit. You just want to chop that wood, essentially, if you're using this build. The more you swing, the more the enemy dies. Alright, and that is the second seal taken care of. Gotta mosey on out here. Take gold, of course. And here's Larius again.
He is waking. The magic grows lax. He feels us walk where no step goes.
Are you talking about Corypheus?
He calls. Like an old god, he mimics their cry. He calls them to free him. The dark children and the light. Any with taint in their blood.
If Corypheus isn't an old god, what is he? Human? Demon? Darkspawn?
More than darkspawn. More than human. He thinks. He talks. He pierces the veil. He wants what was once his.
How could this Corypheus be sending people after me if he's asleep?
He can call, dream, but not know. When the seals are gone, he will wake. And he must die.
So we forced him into a... Well, I say we. The Wardens forced him into a magically induced coma, basically.
Why are you down here? How have you survived?
The calling. The music. It is our death. I lived. But I died. The corruption feeds me. So many years in darkness.
When you run off, where do you go?
I know the darkness before the seals. Here, the voice is too strong. I cannot stay.
It's sad to see a Grey Warden reduced to that. Alright guys, that is a perfect spot to wrap this episode on up, so I'm going to split it here. Thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment on your way out, and I will see you soon with more Dragon Age 2. Take care everybody, have a great day.